So here's my completed camping set. In this bag, it's pretty heavy. It weighs like 3 pounds. And I'm about to show you why it weighs 3 pounds. I don't want to take Mountain House foods. When I go for a couple days, I can freeze steak, I can freeze different foods, wrap it in tin foil, throw it in my knapsack, and it's usually good for a couple days. Why go and spend $12, $14 for a freeze-dried cardboard meal when I can eat a fresh steak with steamed vegetables? Makes no sense to me. I actually have a video, I'll link to it, that I made a long time ago with my titanium pot set and how I actually did it all. And back then it was just a little over 2 pounds, but I've added a stainless steel frying pan, and that's what I'm going to show you. So here's how this whole thing goes together. This is the stainless steel lid. Okay. Everything that is basically here is a steamer, is what it is. Okay. So we're going to take all that and put it aside. This, well, this is a plate, but this is the stainless steel frying pan. And like I said, it weighs almost a pound. So, as you can see, it does get used pretty good. This is the frying pan, which I spent hours cleaning, but titanium totally sucks when it comes to cooking eggs or anything in it. Okay, we have a rag. We have a sponge. This is hot lips for my cup. We do have this for titanium in case I need it. And this is my stove. This goes on the bottom of my stove. And obviously my utensils. And pretty much everything goes in there. So let me get this set up and show you what I'm doing. And one more thing. Inside my cup that I drink my tea in, I have all my spices I use. From pepper, to salt, to cayenne, some oil, different spices I use while cooking. Now, these things are a little bit heavy, okay? Lemon pepper, and probably this extra stuff for cleaning, rags. I mean, they're probably adding a half a pound to this kit, but I like this stuff, so that's the way it is. Now, this particular frying pan is an 8-inch. They do make a 10-inch, and it's made by Pathfinder. Look at that. I'm not gung-ho about Pathfinder, but believe it or not, it was the best option I could find for a very thick stainless steel frying pan, and where the handle folded in and everything works great. The only problem with it, and it comes with a lid, okay? Most stainless steel frying pans for camping do not come with a lid. This one did. So that kind of was the selling point. The only thing about the stainless steel frying pan is the rivets that you'll see in there. Okay, they're not the greatest. So don't be taking this frying pan and throwing it into an open fire, because I've seen some reviews where they did that. I guess they didn't want to wash it properly. They just threw it in the fire and expected to cook the food off and said, okay, that'll clean it. Well, they ended up melting the rivets and breaking it. So it's very important that you pay attention to that. So we're going to light this up. And I'm running this on propane right now. Now what I'm trying to do is I'm going to try and season it here before actually cooking the eggs in it. Now I'm heating this up on my Primus stove. I'm doing everything as if I'm camping is what I'm doing. When I put my hand in here, I can feel the heat and I can notice what's going on. Now ideally, what we want with this is we want the water to dance like that. See those bubbles? And I can tell when I put my hand in there what's going to happen. And you notice they're not really evaporating, they're just kind of bouncing. So then I want to add a little oil, and this is just regular olive oil. And you can see it's starting to smoke. I want to spread that. Okay. Now we got the smoking effect, and now I want to stop. Okay. Now that's stopped. Now I've dumped out the oil, I've wiped it out, and basically that's all you got to do. So I'm sure we've got some dancing going on. We do. And now we're going to add our eggs. Now our eggs are, I don't know, they're kind of a bit cold. You really want to leave them out for about a good 10 minutes. And I'm going to add a little bit of oil, not much, and then I'm going to move it around. And I've got this on super low, so let's understand that, okay? Then I'm going to add my eggs. Now, we don't want to touch the eggs right away. We want to give them time to cook. I'm going to turn it up a little bit and go from there. So the ultimate test with anything is eggs that are inside a pan. All right, I got one that kind of broke. Turn it up a little bit, and then I'll put the lid on. And this is the whole idea of the lid, to help speed up the cooking time with these a little bit. Let's see if they're moving. Yeah, it's not really sticking. Maybe a little bit. But not too bad. So I'll go back. You could flip them. But that's the idea of the lid, so you can cook things a little bit better. So not bad for a quick demonstration. So why is that pound worth carrying a little bit more? If you decide to make hash browns, or you decide, to make anything like that, I mean, you can really get into a complete camp kitchen. But just make sure the eggs have been out for 10 minutes. You didn't take them out of a cold fridge. That's usually a rule of thumb. Make sure it dances. Add your oil, and then you should be pretty much ready to go. And you always want your frying pan pretty much prepped and go. And remember those rivets. I mean, don't just automatically think that it's indestructible. It's got a little bit of steam. There we go. Didn't put it on there very long. I'll turn it off. Look at that. So, got a nice egg cooked there. Take it out. Okay. Take out the other one. Here's what we got left. We got a little bit. We can scrape that off. And you don't really wash them. You kind of scrape that off. You can do it with a fork if you want. You see? And then what you'll do is you'll just wipe that out. Is what you'll end up doing. So now we have an actual egg in a titanium plate. So pretty awesome. It really is. Add whatever condiment you want. And some tobacco sauce. Oh yeah. Salt and pepper. And now you've got yourself ready to actually cook yourself some eggs. So you can take yourself some eggs with you. When you cook eggs in titanium, it's going to stick. It's going to turn into hell. I'm going to be honest with you. The only thing you can cook on is stainless steel. That's it. That's all there is. And Dave Canterbury obviously knew that, and he made a pretty good product except for the rivets. If it didn't have those rivets, boy, I'll tell you, that thing would have been perfect. But overall, it packs up pretty good. You are adding an extra pound to your pack, but a lot of my cook system is pretty heavy, even though I've gone with titanium. And if you go check out the other video, you'll see how I'm actually, my stove's heavy because I'm going with a titanium Primus stove. I mean, that's almost a pound. I mean, some of the stuff I have is a little bit heavier, but I like it because of how easy it is to adjust the flame, as you've seen. So there's some specific things I like about what I'm doing. I like to drink my tea while I'm eating, so I would make my tea first and then cook whatever I'm going to cook after that. So if you're going to use stainless steel, prep it up, get it dancing, add a little oil, and you should be good to go to cook pretty much anything, and basically being non-stick while you're in the bush. But I just got that today, so it's going to be a lot of fun taking some more different types of foods and not having to eat freeze-dried food. Catch you guys on the next one. All right, on an ending note, that's how it looks after you clean it. All I did was take this, give it a little wipe down. It's not even wet, okay? And then I took this, my rag, wiped it down, and we're good to go. All clean for the next time. All right, now catch you later.